challenge.
It's Bryson Wynn with the challenge.
Break down.
CBS reality royalty to be crowned.
Survivor Love Island.
Amazing race and Big Brother.
Survivor Love Island.
Amazing race and Big Brother. It's Bryson Wynn with the challenge.
Break down.
It's Bryson Wynn with the challenge.
Break down.
It's Bryson Wynn with the challenge.
Break down.
Welcome to the Wendell Holland YouTube page for the challenge breakdown. I am here with two gentlemen that kind of had premature exits in the finale. We want to unpack all of this. We got the tough questions. We got some fun questions. We love you both. Y'all are our dogs, but we're here to ask the questions. Ben and Enzo, welcome. How you guys doing?
What's up?
It's good to see you both. Ben, are you hiding or
You're
something?
like, yeah, what are you doing?
No, why? Why? What's going on?
Because your head is down here, brother.
That's the home improvement guy. The next door neighbor, home improvement.
Oh,
This
I'm
guy.
new at this. I'm new at the Zoom.
All right, so let's go ahead and jump right in with I'm gonna start with Ben. I've heard some rumblings that there was a lot of stuff that wasn't shown on the show. So can you please explain your relationships with some of the Survivor people like Sarah, Tyson, and Dom that we might not have seen?
Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff that wasn't shown on the show. Like I really enjoyed the food. Most people didn't enjoy the food. So I don't know what everyone's talking about. Well, like,
Yeah, true.
the food
That's
was
what
bad.
I wanted to hear.
The living conditions, I enjoyed those. Those were familiar, right? Like, sleeping. It was like, felt like boot camp. Yeah. No, I don't know. Like, what are people saying out there, Wendell? What are the rumblings?
So what I heard was that you and Sarah weren't on the best of terms.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you and Tyson. I was questioning your terms with you and Dom. So I just wanted to give you the floor to just,
Well, I think a lot of it is, we play this game for money. We play this game to win. And as survivors, right, we're pretty competitive. And in the game of Survivor, there's a lot of strategically mental moves that you have to make that I didn't feel like you needed to do in the game of the challenge, right? And so taking Tyson to the end was not why he was the best competitor out there, right? He was the best swimmer out there. He was why would you want to do that? If you want to win, why are you wanting to take Tyson to the end? And that's something that I just couldn't fathom, right? He was a professional cyclist or something like that. And so that's where I think the headache came from a certain amount of people. Having miscommunications with Dom, it was one conversation in one day when I think we were both trying to help each other out and we took one thing the wrong way. And then so that snowballed into how are we going to trust each other? So I think that having past relationships in this show, you saw with Cinco and Cash, right? And then that it was a thing this year, right? And how those relationships played out on the show or didn't, with Big Brother 20, the cookout and everything like that. And so it was very interesting to maneuver through a friendship and then also the game.
Yeah, it's sometimes it's hard for people to compartmentalize the two.
Sure, absolutely. And it's an intense game, right? You're out there in a almost a combative season where you're running, you're physically, you got to solve puzzles, and then next week you have to do it all over again with someone else, right? And then you're trying to keep the group happy of the strong people because they might win, and so you're trying to fit in there. But then you got all these people that are I can do this, and I was one of those at the beginning. I knew I could win, but I wasn't winning. So I was scared that I wasn't part of the strong group, right? And that's just the way the game played out and how it started with Tyson and Angela winning.
I got one follow-up question for you, Ben, and then Bryce has one for Enzo. What did Sweet Kelly think of the fact that Kiki was basically on the show?
Yeah.
The star of it was her show.
It was her show, yeah. I think Kiki is an amazing woman, from what I've heard with Danny and everything like that. Sweet Kelly loved this season, though. gotta be honest, we were watching last night and couldn't be happier for Danny and Kiki and the fact that they made it to the end, and Sarah as well, right? Like Team Survivor, in the end, worked it out. And, it was just a fun season to watch, especially at the final when I wasn't there. It was neat to be able to watch what they went through. It was a great experience to be a part of.
So
For sure. Enzo, I got some tough questions for you, my man. We seen you in New York at our event, and the Enzo drip is something crazy. You had on that fly hoodie. Were they ready for the Enzo drip in the house during the challenge? We got to know, because you come with that fire.
No, they I was definitely different. They're like, who the fuck is this guy? You're wearing shades inside the house, hat, this and that. So I was definitely different, you know what I mean? So like I said, man, it was definitely surreal. It was a different experience. I had to learn it took me like 2-3 weeks to learn people's names.
That's me.
There was a lot of fucking people in his house, man. So that wore down on me, because I was like, yo, man, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of personalities. You got to be fake to a lot of people in here, yo. There's a lot of shit going on. So, but I think I stood out in the beginning, like, yo, who's this dude wearing his little Sicilian hat and shit? Who's this cat? You know what I mean? So it was fun, man. It was fun until the fucking ending, but whatever, man.
And so about that ending, is there anything that could have got you to the end swimming? Or was the water too cold and you were just like, my body is shutting down?
I thought it was a number of a lot of things that accumulated to that point. I was over the fucking swimming. I was tired of it. I was done. And my thing too, I kept looking at that finish line, and that was a big mistake. That was a real big mistake. I was weak in that moment. I feel I got to live with this shit now. I got to live with this. I did that to Desi. I've apologized to her so many times. She didn't deserve that. Yo, Desi's a beast, yo. She could have definitely won that season, and I took that away from her. So I got to live with that, yo. I got to live with that, yo. So I really loved the way I played until that moment there when I was weak, yo. And I was just like, damn, yo. It was everything. It was the water. I didn't want to swim. I was upset. Why is this swim? Why are we swimming again? Tyson and Angela, been there, yo. They're fucking Olympians and shit. You got Aquaman and a fucking mermaid right here. What's going on, yo? Why is this swimming, yo? And I feel like I'm going, like, yo, I was swimming, and then I would look up, I'm like, yo, am I going backwards? What the fuck is going? Like, yo, the end just kept getting farther and farther away, yo. And then just once you have that bad minute of panic, it just
then that's
and then that's it. It's a wrap. I was done, yo. I was done, man. And I hate the way it ended. I hate.
So my question for you though, Enzo, when you get that call, because the people want to see you on the screen again. Are we taking swimming lessons, or how are we going to prepare for the water again?
Yo, I keep telling, I was like, yo, I feel like I'm not worthy to go back as to how I ended it. But if I do get a call back, yo, you bet your ass, motherfuckers gonna be swimming, jumping off shit like Tarzan into fucking water. I have to. But I'm going back on. I'm not. There's no way. And I think, yo, maybe I needed that. Maybe I needed that kick in ass. Like, yo, motherfucker, if you're gonna do this, you better do this. I wish, like I said, the second challenge, the bully one, when I jumped into the water 40 feet, I choked on a lot of water. That stuck with me. That shook me right off the second of the challenge. So I had that burden with me, always nervous, always on edge. Like, yo, I don't want to see water again. I don't want to show weakness to them. But then you're on the road. I was like, yo, motherfucker, I don't feel like choking today. I don't feel like choking. I said, I ain't doing it. I'm going elimination, yo. Let's go. Let's go elimination. That's it. I felt so comfortable in the elimination as far as the challenges, bro. I don't know. It's twisted, but that's how I felt.
okay, all right. Well, Ben, question. There was you've had some tough crossroads in this season. I want to talk, because we got both of y'all on here, the Benzo thing. I want to ask you, walk us through what it was like having to throw your guy in and then having to look him in the eye and be like, yo, it's you, Enzo.
Well, oh shit. Well, here's the trash truck. Enzo, you might want to, I gotta mute myself here. The dog's gonna go off.
Well, Enzo, we'll put a pin in that one and we'll get back to you. We watched you. It seemed like we watched you become more and more of a beast, watching your confidence build, watching you go into the challenge and taking everybody's money. And it just seemed like
Enzo came out that challenge like, y'all can't see me. Y'all can't see. You had that elimination.
And then I fall flat on my face, bro, in that shit, bro. And that hurt, bro. Like, I was like, yo, I'm my biggest fan, but I'm my worst critic too. Trust me, bro. I wear my heart on my sleeve heavy. And then for me to do that at the end, yo, it fucking buckets. I was like, yo, motherfucker, I'm out here I'm robbing people in here, yo. And it was fun. And I was having so much fun doing it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And then to do that at the end, it's just like, bro, what are you doing, Enzo? What are you doing, bro? Just finish the swim. If I would have got past that swim, who knows? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it is what it is, bro. I gotta live with it, yo.
We're
I will
all
say
human.
you were a great character out there. It was hilarious to watch you. I mean, you're the same person in real life that we saw out there. I am of a belief that you're probably getting beat up online because of what happened last night.
Yeah.
But bro, keep that head up. I want to see you back out there. So
For
keep that head
sure.
up.
For
I
sure.
love you guys, yo. Like I said, I love you guys. And you know me, yo. Like, yo, I didn't want to do that to Desi, yo. Come on, I don't want to do that shit to anybody, man. That shit breaks my heart. I don't want to see her crying. I don't want to, come on, bro.
Right.
I should have manned up. I should have dug deep and fucking finished it. And I didn't. And I hate that. I hate that about me, yo. I really do, yo.
Now, Ben, I have a quick question for you because I was so sad to see how you went. You know, you my baby boy. You know, we speak all the time, and to see the way that it ended for you, I know that has to be so challenging. But the thing that made me mad was I felt like they brought you. You got dressed, you got on the plane, you got all the way there. Did they tell you before you got on the plane that they were pulling you, or did you find out like right on that carpet? Or
no, I think when I fully found out was when TJ like finalized it, right? Like I think that I was holding on to every hope and belief. Even after I got hurt, you know, in the challenge, I knew I messed myself up pretty good with the shoulder, and just continued to run and just try to compete, you know. And then when I got done, I knew it was messed up when I went to the nurse and I was like, "Hey, is this right?" And she goes, "Oh my God!" And you know, I got a screw in it now. There's a big old screw through it, and then they wrapped a bunch of rubber bands and smashed everything back down in there. So they were right in the end, and I just didn't want to believe it. You know what I mean? And so for them, you know, with legal stuff and everything, it's what they had to do, and they made the right call. Really, you know, I was in a bad spot, and I wasn't willing to admit it, not only to them but to myself. So.
We recorded the pod last night, and I was talking about how on Winners at War, the very first challenge, Water Slaughter, how you basically picked up me, Tony, Boston Rob, and just carried us and just dragged us and just won that little water challenge. And I'm like, Ben is so strong. He has it in him right here that even with this shoulder being like that, he would still try to compete and run through walls and do everything it takes. And as much as we wanted to see you compete in the finale, I can honestly say I'm glad that they made the right medical professional decision to say, hey man, let's get your shoulder right so you can have a longer run in this thing.
For real, because I was about to go mess that thing up even more than it already was. You know what I mean? Like I was looking at the water and I was like, this is gonna hurt. But like I didn't care. I want to win. I love to compete. Like I love to win. I love the opportunity to be able to go on these shows and try my best and do everything I can to try to get to the end and win. Like that's the reality of that's what everybody's goal should be on these shows, right? And so they knew what they were doing, and I can't thank them enough for everything they've done. So
Enzo, before we go, last question, because you know we watched that episode with the hall brawl and Wendell all talking smack like Enzo. Who tell me hall brawl? You or Wendell? Who winning it? Because I got my money on Enzo.
Wendell's a big guy.
I got my money on Enzo.
Yo,
I didn't say that though,
dude,
Enzo.
yo.
I didn't say that, but I think it was another person in this chat saying something. Named
Yo,
Bryce
Wendell's a
Isaiah.
big dude, yo. You know what I'm saying? I hated doing that to Leo too, because I liked Leo, man. I really want the Tyson. That's what I want, but I knew Angela wasn't throwing Tyson in. I knew that Ben was like, yeah, fuck it, throw him out. Go ahead and do it. Throw Tyson in there. Let's go. And I'm like, all right, Ben's my guy. You know what I mean? But Angela wasn't gonna do it. To me, Leo, I liked Leo. I wanted him in the house, so because he was going after the same targets I was going. I liked Leo, you know. So it sucked, bro. It sucked to do that with Leo there. But yo, some people thought Leo was gonna beat me. I was like, shit, man. I was like, fuck, yo.
Damn.
But
So
no,
to
yeah,
answer
I
the
don't want
question,
to see Wendell in that. No way.
But you would take it though. I got my money on you, Enzo.
Man, we ain't even asking those questions. Same question. Ben against Bryce in the hall brawl. Who you got, Ben?
Bryce is winning.
Okay.
Bryce is totally winning.
Okay.
Yeah. Bryce
Guys.
is totally winning.
Oh man. Well, guys, thank y'all so much for joining us. We're short of time. We'd love to talk forever with you guys. Ben, I'm sure we're gonna catch up. Enzo, we'd love to see you in New York next week if you got it in you.
Yo.
Ben, you're invited to every one of our events. But much love to both of you guys. Y'all beasted it this season, and despite having untimely departures, I loved watching you. Me and Bryce love potting about y'all. So thank
That
you
means a
guys
lot,
very
yo.
much.
That means
And,
a lot, yo, for real, bro.
Thank you
Yeah.
guys so much for potting about
Thank
it. It was
you,
fun
yo.
to listen to you two guys. You guys are fantastic too. You guys
Thank
make me
you,
laugh
yo.
so hard. So hard.
Oh, man. Well,
Oh my
thank y'all.
gosh.
And
I
we'll
appreciate y'all.
hope to see y'all soon. All right.
All
All
right.
right, no doubt.
Thanks,
yeah,
guys.
No doubt.
Down.
It's Bryson Win with the challenge.
Break down.
It's Bryson Win with the challenge.
Break down.
It's Bryson Win with the challenge.
Break down.